What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why beautiful women are single. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out, give you leverage, you better yourselves. If you're new to the channel, if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you get something from the video, because I'm going to talk about something that might be somewhat controversial. Hopefully it doesn't trigger people like talking about, but you know, I got to speak on it because it's something that was brung to me, and it's no disrespect to who I'm talking to, but I think that people really need to understand this concept, especially for men. All right, so let's get into it. So why do I say that beautiful women are single, or why beautiful women are single? So I'm pretty sure if you're a guy, you've seen women on the internet, or even women in person, that are like drop dead gorgeous, right? I mean, they got the facial features, they got the body, you know, they got the walk, they got the clothing. I mean, they're just like it seemed like somebody painted them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even look real, right? I've seen plenty of women like that in my life, and what I've noticed is that for whatever reason, I would say probably more than half, maybe 80%, they don't have a boyfriend, or they're not married, right? Actually, you know what? I take that back. So they probably have a man, but a lot of them are not married, right? And you know, I've talked to women like this before. You know, as far as like just having this conversation. Maybe the woman I'm talking about was at my job. They're at a restaurant, you know, just out and about, whatever. And I think some women, they feel like it's disrespectful for a man to come to them and ask them, you know, you're so pretty, you're so gorgeous, why are you single? Like they get offended by guys asking them these things, right? But it's a legitimate question, because, you know, as men, we're very visual beings, you know what I'm saying? Women know this. So, you know, it's like, you know, if I'm talking to you and trying to holler at you and everything, one of the things that a guy's gonna automatically think is like, oh, she gotta have a man, because how the work is she not? You know what I'm saying? Like, out of the group of people that I see her in, she's the most pretty. And you know, there's no shade to any other woman that's around this woman, you know what I'm saying? But you know, facts are facts. You know, you have some women that just stand out from the crowd like automatically, you know, and it doesn't matter what country you're in, doesn't matter what city you're in. They're just some women that are just so pretty aesthetically that they just stand out in the crowd. Like, you can have like 100 women, and it's going to be a handful of women that like a man is going to just hone on to automatically, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's one of those things that you know, the men ask the question in their mind, and they may ask the woman as well, why are you single? Like, do you got a man? And I've come to find out that a lot of women don't have a man, and they're not married, right? And this is my personal opinion, right? But what I really believe the situation is that the prettier the woman is, the more delusional she is. I'm gonna say that again. The prettier the woman is, the more delusional she is. When you got a woman that is very beautiful, very gorgeous, right? A lot of times the world as a whole do not tell this woman the truth about anything, right? Because they don't want it to be in a situation to where they hurt their feelings, or they want to be in a circle, so they want to like caught up their feelings. They want to be in a situation to where they don't lose this person as a person that's around them in their circle, right? Women do this stuff too, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of women that actually seek out a prettier woman than them and put them in their circle, so they look prettier as the woman is around them. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. You got groups of women that would like intentionally seek out women that are gorgeous to be in their circle on purpose, right? But you know, but getting back to the topic, what I say, that why beautiful women are single is because, like I said, they're very delusional, and the delusion comes from people around their circle not telling them the truth about things. You know, if you have a nasty attitude, which I think a lot of pretty women have, because it's one of those things where you know, it's pretty privileged, right? That's a real thing too, right? These women probably got everything they wanted in life. They probably been spoiled to death their whole entire lives by their family members, by their parents, by their friends, all of that, right? So when they get out into the real world and they have these expectations about what a relationship is supposed to be, and the guy doesn't live up to those expectations, it's like, well, I can do a lot better because I'm so pretty, I'm so gorgeous. Like, why should I settle? And I'm not saying for any woman to settle for something that they don't want. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that, you know, with extreme beauty comes it comes with consequences. It really does, because for one, a lot of these women they find it difficult to find a man that's on their level. It's not to say that the man is supposed to be as aesthetically good looking as they are. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, these women are so delusional that they think that it's like a less than 1% man is going to come to them, and it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't, you know. Also, I've seen situations where these women that are very beautiful and very, very pretty, they develop a very huge ego. You know, you got these women that, you know, that they have, you know, guys all the time hitting them up, you know, asking them for their number, you know, trying to talk to them. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? As a woman being in a situation like that, I know after a certain period, it gets very annoying. So, you know, so women are trying to come at me about this. What I understand that, like, if you're very pretty, you have so many men that are trying to hit you up on social media, on your in the streets, catcalling. It gets annoying. So I totally get that, right? But I think the delusion makes these beautiful women miss out on the man that is good for them, right? And like I said, like, a lot of them develop very huge egos. And I'm gonna tell you something, women. If a woman watching this right now, if you're a woman that have a huge ego, that is not attracted to a man at all, period. You know, a woman's supposed to be humble. She's supposed to be soft. She's supposed to be, you know, pleasing. She doesn't supposed to be a person that has a huge ego, because that's a male trait. Huge egos is a male trait. It's not a woman trait. It should not be a woman trait. And the delusion that these women have will cause these women to have huge egos, right? You know, you see it all the time. I think I saw I saw a clip a while back where I think the person, I can't remember if the person was a podcast or what, but they was talking about women like Tracy Ross and Sanaa Lathan. Who else? What was I talking about? Oprah Winfrey. Women that have a lot of money and they have a lot of status. So with beauty, a lot of times can come with status as well, right? And these women don't get married because, like I said, it's like they don't feel that there's any man that's going to be able to be good enough for them, right? I think a lot of women actually have this mentality as well. But when you have a woman that's very gorgeous, it's like 10 times fold. Like, no man is going to be good for them at all, right? And I think that when women get to this point in their lives, if they're beautiful, it really causes them to be in a situation to where they're just missing out on a guy that is going to take care of them, right? And a guy that's going to, you know, to love them like they need to be loved. And I also see that a lot of women that are beautiful, they are attracted to shallow men, because sometimes they can be shallow because of the delusion that they have with thinking that the world is in their hands, right? It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I think women that are very pretty and very gorgeous, I think that they need to really take a step back and really look into themselves and understand that, you know, am I doing something wrong that that is causing men not to want to court me? What men that not want to be my husband, right? Because if you are a gorgeous woman and you have like 1,000 men that have come to you over the last decade or even more than a decade, right? And for some reason, none of these guys measured up. I promise you, one of those, a handful of those guys, if not more, was more than enough for you. But because of the delusion that you have, you felt like you could do something better, right? And it caused women to be in this loop of being single, right? I don't think personally there are a lot of women intentionally want to be single. Now, I do understand there are a lot of women that may have been in a lot of bad relationships, and they get to a point in their lives where, like, you know what, I ain't want a man. I just want to be single. I want peace, you know, all these things. I totally get that, you know what I'm saying? But I think from a natural standpoint, I do not believe that women want to be single on purpose. I don't think men want to be single, you know what I'm saying? God put us on this earth for us to be together, not for us to be apart, right? So I don't think as a whole that human beings supposed to really feel like they're supposed to be alone. I don't think that, but I do think that it's more on the man on the woman's side when it comes to that, especially if the woman is very pretty. And this is one thing that I just want to bring attention to when it comes to gorgeous women. If you're gorgeous, and you know you are, if you are, right, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, no shade to any woman that a society makes them feel like they're not gorgeous, you know what I'm saying. I think every woman has beauty, because I think women as a whole are beautiful, period, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, there are women that stand out in the crowd and are like drop dead gorgeous, and like they're just, you know, it's like men and women are attracted to them off rip because of how beautiful they are. But it's unfortunate that a lot of these women are single and don't have husbands, because do you want to live life by yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good life for a woman. I just don't think so. I don't, that's my personal opinion. I don't think that it's a good life for a woman to be by themselves, as far as not being married. You know what I'm saying? Like, boyfriend, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But to have a husband and have children and have a happy life, I think that's one of the things that'll bring a whole lot of joy and satisfaction to a woman. And unfortunately, a lot of gorgeous women out here are single. They don't have husbands. And I think the main reason for that is the delusion. And, you know, maybe this video will help you out. I'm not sure, but I just want to bring awareness to that, because beautiful women are single because of the delusion that society has given them. And there's a couple of people that I've seen on YouTube and other social media platforms that have said this. I'm not the only person that thinks this. Women themselves that are beautiful says that pretty privilege comes with consequences. You know what I'm saying? But one of the most detrimental consequences I think that comes to beautiful women is them being single. So for women, get out the delusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, understand that because you're gorgeous, you know what I'm saying, you deserve happiness, and you deserve to be in a relationship that's fulfilling to you. But don't let your delusion blind you from the guy that is for you, right? So if you want me to discuss a topic that you think is beneficial to the channel, email me at finandfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Find and Fitness and Folk, Triple F, I'm gone.